Hi there, Scott Hamilton, ROCKFILE, back with another podcast review for your ears. Going to be talking about the brand new release, Halloween Kills. I was looking forward to this, especially since I heard it was going to be part one of two parts, and finish out this new trilogy that started with a 2018 movie that turned out pretty good. This one just turned out okay. To get into the rest of the review, I'm going to have to get into some spoilers to talk about the things that I did not like. So the short version of this movie review is, if you like the last movie and you're looking forward to the next one, you kind of need to see this one. But if you're kind of done with all the Halloween movies, this one probably won't change your mind, and you might want to wait till the last one comes out before watching this one. Normally, this would be the kind of movie I would pre-order, and I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't. I just watched it, and I'll tell you all about it next. But the short review is, if you like Halloween movies, watch it and make your own mind up. If you're not into Halloween movies, you should be to get the most out of this one. So, henceforth, be some spoiler talk. Tune out if you don't want to know. They had some really great ideas for this movie. They've got a lot of returning characters. They brought back some from the original movie we haven't seen in a while. All that's great. The effects are good. The kills are particularly graphic. That's good. But there's some plot devices they employ. And it's one of those cases where they could, but should they have? Part of this movie is they go back to 1978, to the original John Carpenter movie, and show you something else that happened, some other things that happened in the other house down the street, other characters that are now older. And by we get to the end of the movie, it's like they basically introduced all those characters and all that to kill them off by the end of the movie. And now we're still kind of where we started at the beginning of this to get into the third one. Michael somehow survives the fire from the last movie. They show how it happens. Okay, I'll give you that. They keep another person we thought was dead alive. Just somehow so happened to live. Okay. EMTs got to him in time. Okay. We're going to leave Jamie Lee Curtis in the hospital for most of the movie and just have her come in at the end. Okay, I mean, if the movie's well done, I can deal with that. So like I said, they have these really great ideas for things to do, and I even think they executed them pretty well. I just don't know why. Just because they could, I guess. These scenes they filmed that take place in 1978 match up. I don't just mean the costumes, the cars, the neighborhood, but the film stock. It looks like the old movie. They even recreated the original house with the tree in front of it. The tree obviously doesn't exist anymore. It's grown. It's been 40 years. So they brought in an artist to make the original tree. Everything they did, they spent $20 million on this. It made $131 million. So obviously it made a lot of money. They're going to make the next one. And I'm interested to see the next one. Let's see how this story ends and if they make this particular entry. Because it almost feels like you could watch the 2018 version, skip this one, and watch the next one. By the time all was said and done. We did lose a major character who was a major character in the last movie. But other than that, they put... I'm sorry that people get typecast. As an actor, it's got to be terrible to be typecast and be the same character throughout your entire career, especially when you get much older and you look much different. But Anthony Michael Hall is in this movie. And yes, he's grown up, and yes, he's much bigger, and he's a good actor. He really is, and he's fine in this. But I don't know. They got him to play a character who other actors have played before. He did fine. Everybody was good in the movie. Jamie Lee Curtis was good in the few scenes she's in. Judy Greer is back. She was really good. Will Patton, he's one of the ones that was supposed to die. They bring back Kyle Richards. She was in the original movie, and they bring her back. She looks great. she's not in the movie a whole lot. They brought back a few others. It's not really scary. I mean, there's some good. Like I said, the best thing about Michael Myers has always been he's unrelenting. He's just an unstoppable machine, and you don't expect him just to walk up and stick a knife in your face. You know, he in most horror movies there's more of a buildup or whatever. No, he just walks up and you're like, no, he's not going to do this, and he just sticks a knife in somebody's eye or whatever. Like I said, the kills are great. The guy playing Michael Myers does a great job. All the elements are here. It just seemed like it was just okay. It didn't all come together. It seemed like a bit of a mess, actually. That they jump back to these old things and they've introduced these characters, then we see them later, and it basically it's one long chase movie. I watched some of the extras, not too many. It's great to see everybody excited about it. It's great to see all the lengths that they went to make everything look authentic. It feels like a good... Well, let me say that this is better than a lot of those, 3, 4, 5 old Halloween movies. It's arguably better than the second Rob Zombie movie, maybe. But as Halloween movies go, it was just okay. I'm glad it made money, and I'm glad they can finish out the story. I have high hopes for the next one, which will be released this October. This one was delayed, so we get a shorter window between Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. Again, if you like Halloween movies, you should probably add this to your viewing list just to say you've seen it. And as much trouble as they went to and the great ideas they had, it just feels kind of inconsequential when it's over. And I'm not the only reviewer who thought that. I had high hopes because sometimes I see reviews and I go, well, if you read between the lines of some of these reviews, it can't be that bad. Well, it's not. I mean, the kills are really good and the acting is good, for what the kind of movie it is. But I like the 2018 version much better. But it wasn't a perfect film either. And both of these are better than some of the cheese fests of the 80s and early 90s. So there's that. So Halloween Kills is now available after a theatrical release and some streaming. You can get it on Blu-ray, DVD, and 4K. I watched an upscaled Blu-ray and it was fine. A lot of it's at night. Good picture. The Blu-ray has Dolby Atmos as well as the 4K, so that was it's a good soundtrack. It's a good. I enjoyed the music. I like the sound cues. There's some great effects. There's some good overhead effects in Atmos. All in all, like I said, it's well put together. It's a competent piece of filmmaking. It's a Blumhouse production. David Gordon Green is back. Most of the team from the last one is back. Jordan Blum, of course, produced it. It's a fine movie. It's just a disappointment compared to the 2018 version, but maybe that will all be pulled out in Halloween Ends that comes out in October. I'm Scott Hamilton. I'm ROCKFILE. Thanks for sticking through the spoiler review of Halloween Kills. I didn't really start out that way, but did talk about. I didn't tell you who some of the major kills were, but you'll see. Check it out if you're a Halloween fan, and if not, Dune is out. Looks amazing. Got another review coming to that very soon. Thank you very much for checking out this podcast. Check out the links below. I've got more on the way. Thank you for your patience. Running 6 stations and adapting to life in Alaska has just worn me out, and I haven't been churning out as many podcasts as I wished, but I will be working on that diligently. Thank you so much for listening.